photography struggles. We all go through them. The comparing yourself to others, the imposter syndrome. How do you deal with it? And are you really even identifying it? Now, I'm not a certified expert, but boy, I have had my share of struggles in the creative field. So let's chat about it. Shine some light on things, the weird tricks that your mind plays on you when it comes to comparing yourself to others. It's this weird sort of catch-22. On one hand, when you're trying to maybe get hired for certain gigs, you need to know if your work is literally comparable to other creators in that niche. Now, on the other hand, it can just get into a really, really toxic place and become just a little bit too much, overbearing. While it's easy to say, go ahead and just compartmentalize it, block it out, we all know good and well, it just isn't always that easy to do any of that. Compartmentalization. So that's a good word. That is a word, right? Compartmentalization. I had a situation where I was even comparing myself to older photos that I took.
Just get from over my shoulder. Go back to the past, previous me.
I know good and well on every level, technically, from crafting wise, editing, just speaking with my cohorts that I'm working with, everything is better today than it was 5-10 years ago, for sure. But my brain will just do something like, you were just so active back then. You were just so on top of things. You're just doing so many different modeling style shoots back then. You know what? Maybe I was literally doing more style shoots like that. But today I'm doing such a vast variety of things and I've just grown so much since then. And so many of those photos I was doing a whole emulating and trying to just copy until I found my own thing. And that's all very, very necessary in growing your style and growing as a creator, no matter what field you're in. I feel like I've been struggling with words today to talk to you all, but also got something about talking on camera coming up a little bit later on in the video. So let's get back to the topic here. What can you do to get through this and to deal with your comparisons, imposter syndrome? Well, for one thing, remember that fellow creatives are indeed human beings. You're gonna hear me use the word demystify a lot, and that's what I want you to do, demystify. Remember, that people are just creators like you are, and you have your own experiences that you bring to the creative field. I had to be reminded that fellow photographers with 100,000 or more followings on Instagram, they have the same issues that working photographers on my level with 50 to 100 people have. Clients ghosting them, clients not really being clients, but just wanting to talk to them round and round. You kind of feel more like a pen pal. It never really goes anywhere. That happens. People saying that you're too expensive. People kind of gaslighting you into making you think that you're too expensive, or at least trying to gaslight you. All those things happen no matter where your follower count is on social media. And I'm making this video because some of the creators I looked up to turned out to be some of the most down-to-earth, normal people ever. And they will happily talk about their struggles just like I'm talking about in this video. And I want them to know they've influenced me to make this video because they're so open when coming to talk about the problems that they face in this creative field. Another thing that helps is continuing to work on your craft. Remember that word, demystify. Those creators that you're kind of comparing yourself to, looking up to, or just a fan of even, look at their work. See exactly what they are doing, what they're putting into it, and can you figure out how those shots are made? You don't have to know exactly how they did it, but if you were doing a shot like that, what would you do? What would you do differently? What would you do better? Focusing on my own stuff, I can't focus on other creators the same way that I used to because so many of them I totally get, and in some cases after talking to them, I totally get some of the pains and headaches that might have went in to pulling off a project that they are involved with. And it really does ground it, really does make it human. And all of that is my word of the day, demystifying. Let me hop in here real quick to thank you for checking out this video. And remember to swing by our little piece of the internet. It's called YeagerShots.com for photo, video, themed apparels right there. Also some pictures that I did in New York. And if you want to just drop $1, there's links below to help keep this independent channel independent. One more thing for working on your craft, that whole filmic look thing for the S-Curve, I talk about that with the Enhancers plugin for Lightroom, and I've got one for the Enhancers plugin for video, so please feel free to check that out too. Thank you. Remember, I said I get tired of my own voice. It's so true. So I made a video where I did not speak in it, and I've got it linked on the screen right here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me know, what do you do to deal with everything that we talk about today? And if you like this kind of video, hit that like button and subscribe to never miss a shot from YeagerShots.com. Bye, y'all.